94 WISP Philadelphia. Howard Stern all morning, classic rock and roll all day.
Neil Hall's statement you made yesterday.
Let me tell you something. Let me clue you in about all my radio competitors, all right? Z100, PLJ, Amos in the Morning, you name it. All of my friends, my radio buddies, they are so jealous of this program. They are seething with jealousy. And do you know why, sir?
No.
Because they can't even come close to getting the ratings that I get. I'm going to tell you specifically, you bring up Z100 in New York. You want to hear their story? There's a station that was on top. Everyone knows that Z100 was on top, right? Did we all know that?
It was number one.
Number one radio station, Z100. Malwright Communications. Well, they were on top. They had it all. They hired this Ross Britton. You know who Ross Britton is?
No, I never heard of him.
He's a big fat slob. Who has?
See, you were just listening to him and you never heard of him.
Yeah, he has zero talent. And let me tell you something about Ross Britton. He's got an amazing career. Every radio station he's gone to has failed. When they hire him, the ratings go down. These are people who had a 7 rating in the morning, a 6-something, a 7 from time to time. As soon as they hire him, the ratings disappear. Now, they send them to Philadelphia, the ratings disappear. They had him in New York at ABC, the ratings disappeared. Now, what kind of track record is that? And this is a guy, I see him, he goes to all of the DJ conventions. Radio disc jockeys have DJ conventions, the National Association of Broadcasters, various seminars. Dan O'Day has a seminar. He's one of those guys, he's like a radio junkie. He goes from seminar to seminar, and they ask him to speak. I guess it makes him feel like he's in the industry. And he speaks to other broadcasters about succeeding in radio, and I'm constantly shocked that somebody would invite this big fat jerk to actually be at a radio convention.
He's telling other people what to do.
Yeah, I met him there once. Remember the NAB, they asked me to speak with Larry King and Rick Dees?
Right, he was there.
Yeah, he was there. And he would go around the room. Hey, Howard, he was practically giving me sodomy the way he was on top of me. Howard, boy, oh boy, what an honor to meet you. Oh, my God, it's you. Wow, I listen all the time. God. This is the same guy bad-mouthing me, as you say. He can't bad-mouth me. What is there to bad-mouth? I've got every listener. He only dreams of ratings like mine. Fat creep. Big, fat, ugly Ross Britton. Now, let's talk about his partner on the air, Gary Brian. Gary Brian is a guy I've never heard of until they took him over to PLJ. He went on PLJ in New York, and guess what happened? Every listener scurried from the radio station. There was a mass exodus. This guy is such a turnoff. He's so bad at it.
Why are you calling him Brian?
Gary Brian is his name.
Is it?
B-R-Y-A-N, Brian.
Oh.
That is his name, Brian.
He pronounced it Brian.
No, he doesn't. It's
doesn't?
Brian.
I never knew. Well, how would I know?
Ross Brittain and Gary Brian. I'm aware of my competitors. Brian is spelled B-R-I-A-N. I would suppose that he's fancied up Brian. Because he's my bitch, that Gary. He sits there, he has wet dreams to me every night. He's pumping off to my voice. That's Jerky 1 and Jerky 2. 2 guys who jerk off to my name. Howard, we wish we were you. We wish we could even just be, we wish we could be married to you. That's all they are. The 2 guys who are dreaming about being Howard Stern. If I died and went away tomorrow, they could never equal anything of my career. 2 losers, 2 guys. So this guy goes to WPLJ, loses all the audience, so they hire him over at Z100, which had about a 4 or a 5 rating in the morning at this point. Now they're down to a 3, the lowest they've ever had.
And struggling to hold.
Right. So today's show is, they say a few words about me, hope that I'll talk about them, which I am. You call in, the jerk that you are.
What, do you work for them?
Do you work for them, sir?
No.
No, all right. So you got me to talk about them. Big deal. You got to understand something with me. I assume that every listener of mine has sampled down the dial at least 900 times. Here in New York, we're on 92. In Philly, we're on a 94. I don't even know what WJFK in Washington is. I guess that's, I think, 106 somewhere. In Los Angeles, I don't know where I am on the dial, somewhere in the middle. And in Baltimore, I'm not even sure I'm on the dial.
You're on AM.
I'm on AM somewhere. And I assume that every one of my listeners has gone up and down the dial. Whenever I get into something they're not quite thrilled with, they go up and down the dial looking for an alternative.
Looking for something else. They boycott us for a while.
Right. So I got to figure that those guys are so bad that I can be unafraid to tell you to go sample them. I think that I can be secure and tell you to go. In fact, I invite now every listener to tune up and down the dial right now. Go ahead. Spend a couple of seconds doing it. And you can go up and down the dial, and I defy you to find something interesting because I was a radio listener for many years. I've heard all of these guys on my day off. And I got news for you. I don't think I lasted more than 3 minutes with any one of their shows. So I am unafraid. I am basically unafraid to mention any radio show. Because I know on any given moment, on my worst day, the day that I'm on the rag and I can't even think straight and 3 of my testicles are hurting,
3?
I guarantee you my energies are funnier than theirs.
You got 3 testicles?
I got 3 testicles, yes. I didn't want to admit it. The entire country knows my name, and their program director hasn't even memorized their names yet. He's still trying to memorize them. Because they will be fired. They will be gone very soon. And it's the same thing with Scott Shannon. I have never seen a disc jockey get more commercials on TV than Scott Shannon. Never seen anything like it.
Well, no, they were just saying you hired public relation people to calm you down and make you a better person to the public.
Well, how silly. Public relations
and
person.
Robin was part of this new public relations committee, too. She was there to make you a better person in the morning.
Oh, I just came on board, yes.
Well, that's a very funny bit.
The best part of the whole show was talking about you.
Well, that's the problem. The problem is, if one day there'll be a whole radio station devoted to talking to me, I think WABC in New York is almost that.
Almost that right now.
Yeah, they're almost at that point. What they do is they listen to the show. If they hear a good guest, they hire him to be the overnight guy. And then they hire him to do middays. Then they hire a morning team. Then they hire whatever. It's a whole. I consider that radio station to be based on our grade C guests. Whenever we get a guest in, they like what they hear me interacting. The problem is when they put them on their air, they don't have me there with them.
They're by themselves.
Yeah, that's the only problem. The program director hasn't figured that out yet, but we're waiting for him to figure it out. Stupid moron. And Scott Shannon, I tune on the television. Every time I tune on, even on my own show, I see him, I think.
Yeah, they're throwing him at a wall, or he's got Michael Bolton pushing his...
By the way, if I'm such a horrible person, why is it that Z100 advertises on my TV show? Ad nauseum. You know why? Because they're trying to become part of the magic. They want to confuse somebody and have them think that I'm on their station. That's how badly they want to be a part of me.
Now, who is Michael Bolton advertising? Z100?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's his station. And do you even understand Z100's ad?
No.
Hi, I'm Michael Bolton. And he doesn't even say he listens to Z100.
No.
I don't even know that he knows they're using him on that commercial. That's a very desperate radio station. My God, they had such a big rating and they lost everything. And I don't know who the general manager is over there, but he deserves to have his head dunked in water. He should be a circus geek. Can't run a radio station. Mallright Communications lost everything. In fact, it's ironic that Michael Bolton is their spokesperson. They're losing listeners as fast as Michael Bolton is losing his hair, as far as I can tell. It's all gone.
It's a race.
There's a few sparse hairs on there. As his hairs fall out, their listeners fall out. Top 40 radio in general is pretty bad. And, you know, those zoos have really become a turn-off. Very, very little creativity there. You know it, and I know it. So when two imbeciles talk about me who have done nothing in radio but lose audience, where they can't even point to one scenario where they've increased audience. They can't point to a single moment in their history as a team where they've increased the audience share. And imagine commenting on me. Well, it's a desperate attempt to get listeners, as all my competitors make desperate attempts. As far as a public relations firm, I do not have one. I wish I had one. I wish I had one that would keep me out of the newspaper. I can't seem to find one that can do that. Okay? Does that answer all your questions?
I got you.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye. I have to take a break at this point. 732 92.3 K-Rock WYSP WJFK. Fred, you don't want to take a break? Is that what you're telling me? I just said I have to take a break. Why don't you play something?
Usually you say we'll be right back.
What?
Usually you say we'll be right back.
Well, I'm doing something different.
Okay.
94 WYSP. Howard Stern all morning. Classic rock and roll all day.
Once a week or once every 2 weeks.
I see.
But you get different jokes.
Look how serious he is when he answers this.
Really? This is my
yeah, this is like, you know, as long as you give me an opportunity.
See, but you call up and you can hit anything between 1 and 12 on the touch tone, so you can hear different jokes every day for the entire week.
All right, very
you
good.
Hit 1 on Monday and 2 on Tuesday.
I asked a simple question. I didn't want a commercial. It's just how often you change the message.
It's all different messages.
Right. Let's make sure everyone understands. I picture Jackie in an old age home in a couple of years, like he's gone completely senile and he's screaming about hitting different messages. You know,
he'll be telling those jokes.
Yeah. Hit a different message.
Maybe, he'll get stuck on one joke and he'll tell the same joke over and over and over again.
Jackie told me he had an opportunity to charge money for these calls, and he did not.
He refused.
Yeah. He's like Arthur Gold over at Grand Central. Wouldn't expand. All right, 740, 92.3 K-Rock, WYSP, WJFK. Every once in a while, my radio competitors try to get my goat.
Well, the term cutting you up.
Yeah.
That's kind of the wrong term to
right.
use for people so weak. How can they cut you?
Yeah, it's just so weird. And it's just so weird when I run into them like once every 5 years. And
even competitor is the wrong word.
Yeah, and they're practically sodomizing me. Oh, we think you're great. We can't say it on the air, but we think you're great. I said, well, why can't you say it on the air? You want to be honest on the radio? Why don't you be honest?
No, they want to pretend they're honest.
Yeah. Everybody pretends they're honest. Bunch of fakes. And I mean, sometimes you meet these radio guys. I mean, Ross Bertan is really just one of these guys that, had to get beat up his whole life. I mean, he's a little fat pudge ball. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like the guy's never even walked, I don't think. He's got no muscle tone whatsoever, and he's got the glasses, and he's pushing them up every minute with his finger so they don't slide down his sweaty nose. Pathetic. Didn't he go to, like, Philadelphia, and then his wife wouldn't even go with him or something? That's always a sign of true love.
Yeah, they were having that commuter marriage thing. It's over now, isn't it?
Yeah, you want to get into some personal stories. I don't know what to do with that girl out there. What do you want to do with her?
Is there no other 10 coming to challenge her?
Gary, what's going on out there? You want to let me know?
It is 7:45,
Baba
right?
Booey.
Or close to it?
Just about. What is going on? Is she the only one?
Yeah.
I mean, I made an open call for a 10 for a girl to come down here, and I got one girl.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Is that what it's come to? Can't believe it.
We got more girls when we asked them to come and get naked.
I know. Girls would rather come down here and get naked than admit to being a 10. Unbelievable. What happens?
I don't know how.
Used to have tons of women come down.
Not for... I don't know. When did tons of women come down? When you'd say you paint them.
Right.
Tuesday.
So Tuesday we doing that for St. Patty's Day?
Yes.
No, why did I have to mean...
Painting O'Green?
Yes.
Oh, no.
By the way, girls, if you want to have your breast painted green, come down here for the Painting O'Green, as we do every St. Patty's Day. I love it. That's my favorite holiday.
Well, an array of beautiful women usually show up for that.
Oh, yeah. One's fatter than the other. How about a couple of good-looking women? Isn't there a screening process we can have?
No, you paint them one and all.
Yep. Well, yes.
Will Robin be doing her painting?
No.
Painting genitals?
That was so...
She went... I remember...
Robin, you got to do a little painting.
Yeah.
Come on.
This is different. These guys are pulling down their pants.
Well, I would do that with the women if I could get them to.
Well, you do it. I'm not doing it.
These guys are pulling down their pants.
I'll never forget, Robin just closed her eyes, and they all stood in a row, and she glopped up her finger, and she just ran across in a straight line on legs and everything.
She loved it. And you loved it.
Right.
You did love it.
Oh,
You just don't want to admit
it was the greatest day of my life.
Ow, ow, ow.
You got to be honest.
Honestly, I hated it, and I will never do it again.
Really? Women are so different than men.
I know.
I'd actually pay money to paint women's private areas.
Daily.
That's the difference between men and women. And some of us guys are so thick we don't understand that. Who remembers the movie Midnight Cowboy? Here's this poor idiot, this guy who was fairly good looking. He thought he'd come to New York, and he said, well, wait a second, I'm a good looking guy. I'll get women to pay me to have sex.
Surprise.
Yeah, right. Before you know it, he's on his knees. $10 doing a guy. We're so stupid, aren't we? We figure, well, wait a second. If I'm a good looking guy, women will pay me to have... just never works the opposite way.
The idea looked good on paper.
It sure did. Midnight, and then he got, I think he got...
Should have worked.
And the one woman he got was...
Brenda Vaccaro.
Brenda Vaccaro. Good luck. Well, you would have to pay me to have sex with her. Whatever happened to her? Remember her tampon ads?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were great.
She did a movie with the Village People.
What was the controversy on her tampon ads, Brenda Vaccaro? I forget. Remember, they were doing something with her. There was a controversy involved. She was advertising tampons.
Right.
And they were cutting away, or... It was her voice, wasn't it?
She used to have this monster inhalation sound. Be like,
that's what it was.
Right, they were taking the breaths out.
Yeah, they had to slice the breath. It would be, hi, I'm Brenda Vaccaro.
It was louder than her voice.
Yeah. And I use Kotex. And I love Kotex. Kotex are super absorbent. So if I get extra messy, they will really help me. Yeah, that's what it was like. Remember? She was gasping for air.
Right.
Sounded like she was actually working a tampon during the commercial. Giant vacuum. Yeah. And it was an annoying kind of, like, raspy.
It sounded like she was dying.
Yeah. She was kind of overweight, I guess.
And wheezing.
Yeah.
It was that wheeze.
Is she still alive?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is she real heavy? I mean...
Yeah, I think so.
I have to take a look at that. But they ought to do an Entertainment Tonight of whatever happened to her. Brenda Vaccaro. Actually, we'd like to do one. Brenda wouldn't mind calling in. We would appreciate it.
We probably wouldn't even be able to hear her on the
Right. So what do you think we ought to do? That girl's not a 10. I'd say she's an 8. Hey, let's call her on the phone in the Jock Lounge and ask her if she'll take anything off.
Change it to topless dive.
Yeah, right. Let's see if we can work a new angle on this. Cause
oh, you guys.
Think she'll answer?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Pam?
Yes.
It's Howard.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Fine.
Have you been listening?
Yes, I have.
You know, I was too embarrassed to ask you when you were in here because you seem like a nice girl and everything, but any chance any of those clothes will come off?
Oh, I don't know.
You a little too uptight for that?
I'm not too uptight. I guess I'd have to see how things went, maybe.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
As I feel more comfortable, actually.
Is it Jackie and Fred staring at you? Is that what's
No,
making...
not at all.
You don't care about that?
No.
Ever taken your clothes off in front of guys before?
Not more than one at a time, but I guess I could do it.
Really?
You want to be on Dial-A Date that bad?
I think it would be fun.
Yeah, we'd have a good
I
time.
came from Philadelphia, so.
Robin, excuse me for 1 second, Pam, okay? I got to talk to Robin. Robin, the idea is not to unconvince her.
I'm just asking a question.
I mean, come on, give me a break. You want to be on Dial-A Date that bad? I got her clothes off. Hey, how much clothes do you think will come off?
Maybe my top. That would probably be my...
What about the dress?
The dress. It's not a dress, it's a skirt and just the top. That's it.
Let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a guarantee that the top and the skirt will come off, even if you're in your bra and your panties?
No, I can't give you a guarantee.
What about the top?
The top's more likely.
Okay. All right. I'm going for that. Topless Dial-A Date with an 8. I say she's a 9 if she's topless. A girl in just her underwear is a 10, though, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
That to me is a 10. I got to find a way of working you into a 10.
Oh, okay.
Because it is a 10 Dial-A Date. You're a good-looking girl, don't get me wrong.
Thank you.
You know you're good-looking.
Well, I think I am.
Yeah, you're not a Bo Derek, like a 10. But you're a 9 with everything off. Could you moan a lot during the dating game? Could you be like, oh, yeah, I'm hot, I'm horny? What do you think about that?
I think it would depend on the caller, actually.
Right. Mm-hmm. No, I say she plays. I mean, her top's coming off. That's pretty exciting.
She hasn't said that.
Well, yeah, she kind of did say that.
No, she didn't say that.
Can I...
What?
Is her top coming off with or without a bra on? In other words, she could take her top off and still have a bra on.
Well, I say if her bra's going to be on, then she's got to take her dress off.
Because you're leaving a lot open here.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Any spanking potential here? Hello?
Yes.
Any spanking potential here?
Maybe.
Oh, well, wait a second.
I don't think this was the dial-a-date we were
Well, come
offering.
on, though. I got to work. Guys are out there. They're horny. It's Friday.
I don't think so.
Stay out of this.
Yeah, really. You know? Thank you.
I got to add a little controversy to the show.
Excuse me for a minute, Robin.
you.
Hold it. I'll be right back, Pam. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I got to yell at Robin. What are you, nuts? I got her spanking. I got her undressed. I got it all worked out. And then you
know,
start
as soon as a girl walks in, you guys forget the rules. I have to remind
Well, come on. She's a
of
10
the
now.
rules that you set
She
down.
could possibly be an 11 at this point. I think you're up to 11. See, now I can't have you on because you're an 11.
But I don't hear her saying, yes, I'm going to take my top off.
Exactly. Well, I said maybe.
Maybe sounds to me like she means business.
Oh, yeah, right.
See, that's the old thing with women that, you know, they tell you maybe and you believe it's true and then you just never, you always end up getting burned.
You want to get spanked, though, don't you? In a way, you do.
In a way.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe it's a spanking dial-a-date.
Maybe it's a moaning, spanking, and potentially stripping dial-a-date.
8.
Now, you can't tell me that isn't great. You spent too much time at that rainforest last night.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm telling you. You're sleepy. That's good.
No. I
She's
have
hot.
to maintain the rules.
Yeah, if I could look her over.
You tell me you want one kind of... I asked you this yesterday. If it's not a 10, you're going to throw them out?
Yeah,
You
well,
said
she's
yes.
a 10 now.
You have to adapt, Robin.
Right.
No, he didn't tell me anything about adapting.
She's a 10 in my eyes. If you're doing all that, you're a 10. That means you're wild. You ever have sex with another girl?
No, I haven't. Not yet, anyhow.
You thinking about it?
I'm late.
11.
Really? You mean you look at girls sometimes and you go, that might be fun.
Yeah, sometimes.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. What's that?
My hand. I can't stop it. All right.
You can't say she...
Want to kiss Robin?
No.
What?
You can't say she's not trying.
All right, get her in here, for God's sakes, and let's find out what's going to be going on. All right, let me take a break, and I'll have you right in here, Pam.
Okay.
All right. You better not be lying to me.
I'm not.
All right. Hold on. Wait a second.
What, can't you hang up? She's right here.
She's
you can't
good.
lose her.
Well, hey, guys, I'm offering her to you on Dial-A-Date, huh? Am I a great guy or what? Who's the greatest guy? Seriously, come on. Howard. That's right.
Howard Stern.
Really?
They didn't know the answer. I'm glad you told me.
Gee, thanks, Fred. Jackie.
I said Wolf.
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 All right.
I just barked.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
The incident occurred.
Wow.
Wasn't clear why she waited so long.
Which Mets?
They haven't disclosed any names, which I think is very good.
Right.
They haven't disclosed the name of the woman or the players.
Well, we have
They're
tape.
going to have a full investigation.
We have tape of this, Rob.
You have tape of what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
There it is. Tape, conclusive evidence.
That doesn't sound like rape.
Nah. Well, the only tape I had of you. Can you do some more sound effects?
Well, let's listen to Lieutenant Dwight Hart, who will tell us what happened down there.
Huh.
A white female came to the Port St. Lucie Police Department to report that she was an alleged victim of a sexual battery. She indicated that the sexual battery occurred approximately 1 year prior, and that she believed that the individuals that committed the offense were members of the New York Mets baseball team.
You know, they were hoping to have a nice, quiet, upbeat
season.
preseason down in Port St. Lucie.
Now, why did she wait a year?
They don't know. That's why they're being very careful, not releasing any names, and taking the investigation one step at a time, because they don't want anything to go wrong. They don't want to pursue a case when the woman is really just a flake or after money, because you remember David Cohn was accused of raping a woman in Philadelphia last year, and eventually the charges were dropped because the woman had too many inconsistencies in her story.
Yeah, they said she was a little flaky in her story.
Yeah, so this time they're going to take their time to see if they can't make sure before they go out and file any charges and ruin any reputations or careers. We don't even know if these guys are still on the Mets at this time. We know that they probably or possibly were on the Mets last year.
Wow.
Interesting, huh?
See? You better be careful out there, Pam.
I am.
You're a little bit wild.
I'm careful, though.
Stay away from the Mets.
I definitely will.
Stay away from the Mets.
And lifeguards.
Oh, I have ever since.
She has a lifeguard phobia.
Was there any spanking between the Mets and and this girl?
I don't know the particulars of the case. Meanwhile, remember yesterday I told you about the House Bank and all the representatives who had bounced checks?
Yes.
355 current and past members wrote bad checks at the House Bank. And last night, because of public pressure, the House of Representatives voted to release all the names. Full disclosure.
Can you imagine that?
Here's Representative Fred Grandy.
Isn't that the guy from the Love Boat? Gopher from the Love Boat? If you don't mind, say Representative Gopher. Fred Grandy.
He was a member of the Ethics Committee, and here's what he had to say.
How can you vote for that guy? He was on the Love Boat.
As of today, your talk show hosts have a topic. As of today, your opponent has an issue, and your constituents have a reason to support term limitations.
We have more from Representative Gopher.
He's as forceful as he was on the Love Boat.
Oh, yeah.
How long before Hervé Villechaize is a senator?
This matter does not end here today with this vote. It begins. Individual inquiries will be made, complaints filed, appeals heard, and possibly even criminal investigations undertaken.
Good. He's right. Well, you know, look, where do you have Pam, where you go to bank? Pam, you're a little flushed after your encounter with me, aren't you?
A little bit.
You're sitting there fantasizing, aren't you?
Yeah.
I knew it. She's forget it. She's lost for the rest of the show.
Yeah, you've won her over from Fred?
I think I've won you over, haven't I?
Not yet.
I give up.
Pushed your luck.
It's impossible to beat Fred in that romance department. Are you dreaming about Fred or me? Oh, really?
Actually, I was just kind of wondering what these guys were like that I'm supposed to be talking to in a little while.
Oh, okay. All right, you concentrate on questions for them. I'll talk to Robin. We'll get back to your dial-a-date in a minute.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you something. Where is there a bank in the United States that lets you bounce checks? That lets you... Some of these guys...
For thousands of dollars.
Wasn't it even hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Maybe. I mean, but they, you know, it probably mounted up to hundreds of thousands because they bounced large checks.
You realize the same guys who make the laws that's going to put Leona Helmsley in jail for tax evasion are the same guys who are evading paying back their loans. Mm-hmm. And we're the taxpayers who pay for this. So how can we put Leona... Believe me, I'm no fan of Leona Helmsley, but how can we... put Leona Helmsley in jail and not these guys?
Why is there one law for everybody else and another law for the Congress?
Right. Oh, you have the same question I do. I see you have no answer either.
I just restated it. We also, is Gopher finished?
Representative Gopher is finished. That's 2 tapes of him, I believe. Let me just check. Yeah, that is it for Gopher.
And then we have Bob Mickle.
Now, who's Bob Mickle?
He's the head. I think he's the head Democrat in the House.
And what's he saying?
Scandal after scandal, abuse after abuse, headline after headline. The institution we love stumbles its way deeper into shame and dishonor, and the American people will no longer tolerate explanations and excuses and rationalizations. Full disclosure is the only answer.
That's right. But I saw some guys on there saying that there shouldn't be full disclosure.
Right. There were lots of congressmen who were saying, oh, reputations will be ruined. Some people weren't so bad. Maybe you should only tell them a few names.
I say full disclosure, we'll figure out who was bad.
That's right. The American people are smart enough to figure that out.
Well, we're not, but we'll do it anyway.
And one representative who actually had some checks bounced, he came clean after the vote was taken.
He squealed on his own, huh?
Here's Representative Mickey Edwards.
Mickey Edwards? Maybe he should look for a part on the Love Boat.
I was going to say, it sounds like our representatives are members of the Mouseketeers.
Mickey, there was Minnie you just had. Wait a second. There was a Gopher and Mickey.
We got Bobby and
I got a Mickey
Gopher.
Hart. Is that who you mean?
Who?
Mickey Hart?
No, it's Mickey Edwards.
Mickey Edwards.
That was Dwight Hart. You just played.
No, that was Bob Michaels I just played.
No, the lieutenant you played on the rape thing, that was the Hart guy.
He was Dwight Hart, but I don't have a Mickey Hart.
Maybe he just labeled it wrong.
Maybe Mickey... Yeah, I got Mickey Hart.
Okay. Is that number 7?
Yeah.
All right.
I want my records. That was the bank. I used it. They set up the bank. And I used it. I put my account there. They're telling me I had overdrafts. By God, I want my records back.
What? Sounds like...
well, the bank bookkeeping was so bad that a lot of representatives don't know that they bounced checks. So it was a combination of bad banking practices and some real shoddy, underhanded check writing going on at the same time. So this guy's saying, well, they tell me I bounced some checks, but I don't have any bank records. I want my records back so I'll know what I did. But, he knows.
Yeah.
He's just trying to blame the bank.
Yeah. I'm not buying that one.
Yeah. Anyway, that's another one under the bridge.
Right.
And it is true. We're getting tired of constantly finding out all these rotten things about the people who make our laws.
Yep. We got to take a break. Got some more news, and then the very beautiful Pam. Hot, sensuous Pam. Regular woman, a working woman, and yet full of life and sexual adventure.
A sensuous woman.
You are a sensuous woman, aren't you?
I think I am.
Yeah. Ever rub oil on your body?
Yeah.
In front of a guy?
No, they have.
They've rubbed oil on you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild. That's wild stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Pam will be the choice of one of the 3 men on the phone. We'll explore them, Robin. Explore those men.
We will examine them.
Examine them.
Okay.
We'll interrogate them, and we'll find you the best man.
Okay.
And that man will get to go out on a romantic evening with you.
Sounds good.
All right. We'll be back right after these words.
94 WYSP. Howard Stern all morning. Classic rock and roll all day.
If you're serious about financial success, come to see the Giant Stadium Money Expo this Saturday and Sunday, March 14th and 15th at Giant Stadium. Show hours are from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sitting here with Pam. She's still here. We're doing the news. Pam, you having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
Isn't it exciting being here?
Yes, it is.
You were smart to show up, weren't you?
I was.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I came.
You're damn right you're glad. She's sitting here. She's waiting for 3 guys. Maybe your chance at love, Robin. A true chance at love.
It's like spinning the wheel of fortune.
Spinning the wheel of fortune. That's so true. To be starting out in life, looking for that perfect mate.
This could be it.
This could be it.
The day your life is changed forever.
I'll tell you one thing with Pam. I think there's a good opportunity here that she might actually be willing to sleep with you if she really liked you. You know what I mean? I'm not just saying you're loose, but you are adventurous.
You do it on the first date?
Ever do it on the first date?
No.
Well, she did with those lifeguards.
Well, yeah,
they didn't even date her.
But I knew them.
In fact, the trick is not really to date her.
Right.
Just sort of meet her at a pool. You're wild. There's nothing wrong with being wild. Let me tell you something. You can only go around once.
That is true.
I know exactly what you're saying. And ironically, she likes Fred. And Fred met his wife on Dial-A-Date. Did you know that?
I heard that.
Yes.
Why weren't you on the phone?
I don't know.
Where were you? You would have had Fred.
probably was, who knows, out in Philadelphia somewhere.
Too bad. A lot of girls are really kicking themselves over that. Look at him over there, huh? Take a look at him. Take a good hard look at that Fred, huh?
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
Good-looking guy. And he's a sweet guy.
Well, drink him in.
Drink him in. You can't have him.
Have him.
He's dedicated to that one. The first girl he ever went out with, he's with her for the rest of his life. Look at him strutting around the studio, though, showing off. He's strutting around like a peacock. Enticing her. Teasing her.
Tease.
Go ahead, Robin. What else is in the news?
Well, yesterday I told you about the wrestling scandal.
I can't believe how you broke that story, Robin.
Well, I didn't, Howard. But I talked about it.
Right.
The head of the World Wrestling Federation now says he is going to investigate allegations of sexual harassment of wrestling hopefuls and teenage roadies. This is, of course, Vince McMahon we're talking about.
That's the funny part. That's the guy you see on the World Wrestling Federation TV show, Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
And he's the one doing the interviews.
Right, but he's the head of the whole thing, too.
Yeah, didn't that come as a shock when you found that out?
It was a big shock to me when I first learned that he was the big guy.
Does he look like the goofiest guy?
And do you notice that over the years he's gotten bigger and bigger? He's pumped himself up with steroids.
I think, well, don't say that.
Well, it looks like he pumped himself up.
Well, he looks very muscular. You can't say that he's had steroids.
It looks to me like steroid use was involved. He's a very busy man. When do you have time to work out like that?
I can't believe some of these wrestlers are with a young boy. It's hard for me to imagine like a Haystacks Calhoun with another man. Not that he was implicated, but, I mean, someone of that stature.
Well, he was pretty funny because he handled the allegations the same way they handled challenges from other wrestlers.
Yeah.
He challenged the people making the allegations to go to the appropriate authorities and file formal complaints if there's really something going on.
Because that Vince McMahon is like a billionaire. He's a billionaire.
He owns everything.
He owns it all. And it's like other wrestling federations can't even get started. I mean, he's like so incredible at this.
Their wrestlers are the best, best known. They are the most crowd-pleasing, so they have the audience. They have a lock on all these TV stations. They have the pay-per-view rights. They have the main event.
Yeah.
So, of course, every good wrestler, every guy who could possibly make it wants to be in the WWF.
Yeah.
Because that's where the money is.
You know, it's like the same... Remember, I used to watch like the Merv Griffin show, and I said, look at Merv Griffin, bad talk show host. Then I found out he owned an empire. It's always kind of mind-blowing when you see these guys who own these empires, but you can't believe it. Vince McMahon.
So anyway, the allegations are that wrestlers who wanted to move up through the ranks had to provide sexual favors for two of the big guys in the organization, and that also male teenage workers who were called
ring boys
were propositioned and felt up, and harassed.
Sounds more wild than Pam's pool story. Let me tell you something, honey. That story got me going, I'll tell you that. Young girl like you.
So anyway, there will be an investigation, according to Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon.
I wonder if they'll address it on the TV show. That would be pretty funny. It looks like Reverend Al is going to be wearing the green and marching in the St. Paddy's Day parade.
Reverend Al Sharpton.
But I don't know if he's been invited.
Wow.
It says here that he's going to attend the traditional Mass at St. Patrick's Cathedral before the parade kicks off. And then once he's finished with the Mass, the ceremony, he's going to just walk out and start marching down Fifth Avenue.
Good for him, Robin. Isn't that exciting? What an exciting life he leads.
Yeah.
What a stupid city we have here.
He figures he should be in the march because all the other prospective candidates for the Senate seat from the United States, or the New York Senate seat, are marching in the march, and he's challenging Alphonse D'Amato, so he figures he should be in the parade, too.
Well, he's certainly in the spirit with that big golden medallion that he wears around his neck. That's turning green, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, since everything on him is turning green... I don't know. People make such a big deal about this parade. Just let him march. Who cares? Everybody march. Do away with the whole stupid parade. I could care less. Such a stupid city we live in.
Well, we still don't know what the outcome of that whole gay challenge is. They were in court yesterday.
Gays have no business marching as gays. I've explained that. Nobody listens.
And after a 2.5-hour hearing in a Manhattan federal court, the judge said He can't rule on it for a while. He'll look over everything, and he hopes to be able to come up with a decision before Tuesday.
What is to rule? The point is that nobody in this parade... It's not like every sexual group is parading, except for homosexual. This is a parade. You understand, Pam?
I do.
You do understand what I'm saying. Okay, good.
Well, at issue here, Howard...
Yeah.
...is whether or not this is a public event... or if it's a private event.
I see.
A private event, a person can decide whoever he wants to be involved in it.
Right.
But if it's a public event,
yes,
then you cannot bar certain groups just because of their sexual preference.
So confused.
So that's the question the judge will have to decide. Is this public or private? Meanwhile, we have the Sammy the Bull Gravano testimony continuing. This man has been on the stand for over a week now, hasn't he?
He's killed a lot of people.
But he's not testifying about himself.
Well, they're trying to discredit him, but they don't seem to be able to.
Yeah, every one of these defense attorneys has taken a whack at him. They've gotten nowhere.
Right. Well,
why don't they let him off the stand? This is ridiculous.
Well, they're filibustering. Maybe if they let the trial go long enough, everyone will forget about the original charges.
Yeah, they'll bore the jury to death or something.
Right.
I don't know. He had his 47th birthday yesterday, so he celebrated that while he stood on the stand. And every once in a while, I understand that he and John Gotti lock eyes or gesture at each other. Yesterday, it even looked as if, they could clear the courtroom. The two of them would go at it or something.
Yeah.
But, this is all posturing.
Gotti's got to be pretty pissed.
I don't know.
Took him under his wing.
An act. Well, yeah, but he says he was a very loyal soldier.
Yeah.
That when John Gotti yelled an order, he did it.
Yeah, and what's he doing now? He's ratting on him.
Because John Gotti turned on him, he says.
How did he turn on him?
He expects loyalty to be a two-way street.
Right.
He's telling lies on him, and he also probably was getting ready to set him up. You never know with these things. You never know with the mob. So anyway, that trial continues. I guess he'll be on the stand again today. In return for his cooperation, he was promised a sentence ranging from 0 to 20 years in prison.
Wow.
For killing 19 people.
I see. Sammy the Bull. He obeyed his orders. Unlike Pam, who was a little difficult to get her to obey orders. Eventually she did.
It finally happened. Warren Beatty has said I do. He and Annette Bening got married somewhere.
Warren Beatty's like Fred. He's holding out. He held out a long time. Annette Bening.
First marriage, her second.
Well,
His spokespeople can confirm that they were married not too long ago, but no further details are forthcoming. They want to keep everything else a secret.
And nobody was there. It was just the three of them. The
well, you
kid.
have to have a witness and a person to do the wedding ceremony.
Very few people were there. Is that who you like, Pam? Warren Beatty? Would you like to date him?
He's attractive, but no.
No, not your type?
No, not really.
Fred Moore your type?
Mm-hmm. I thought it was interesting, just running through the list of people he's supposedly slept with.
Yeah.
Joan Collins, Diane Keaton, Liv Ullman.
Liv Ullman.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Julie Christie.
Julie Christie.
Vanessa Redgrave.
Liv Ullman's dead now, isn't she?
No.
Is she still around?
Yes.
Oh.
That's Ingrid Bergman.
I think he outlived half of these women.
Michelle Phillips, Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood's dead.
Right.
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
Isabel Adjani. Carly Simon.
He had Carly Simon, huh?
Yeah. Elle Macpherson.
Wow.
Ballerina Maya.
Ballerina Maya he had? Ballerina Maya?
Plitzitskaya.
Malorina Platsisaya?
Maya Plitzitskaya.
Maya Plitzitskaya he had?
Yeah.
Wow.
And newscasters, Connie Chung, Jessica Savage, and Diane Sawyer. So there.
Diane Sawyer?
Yeah. And Jessica Savage. He did outlive a lot of them.
You're not kidding.
Meanwhile, while one couple ties the knot, another is untying it, Howard.
Yeah.
Tammy Faye and Jim Baker.
Wow.
He's not going to have her to come home to once he gets out of jail.
Yeah, I don't know that that's that much of a loss.
She says, I am so tired, I am lonely, and I am hurting.
That's what Pam said when she came in this morning looking for a date. Ironically.
She wants to divorce because she can't bear the separation and the uncertainty of when her husband may be released. Well, thanks for standing by your man.
Stand by your man. Well, now he can just bang Jessica.
It was implied that she's fooling around with the guy Jim Baker told to watch over her.
Right.
When he went to jail.
Let me tell you something. She's such a disgusting woman. She's more disgusting than him. That I wouldn't be crying over that too much.
Well, apparently Jim Baker is upset.
Oh, he is.
He doesn't want the divorce, but at this point, according to his lawyer, it's the only thing he can give her. She said she saw so many problems in the marriage, she didn't want him sitting there thinking he was going to be able to come home.
I gotcha.
And have things work out when it just didn't look that way to her.
Considering he's got about another 30 years on his sentence.
No, he's got an 18-year sentence.
Oh.
You know, they went and resentenced him.
Yeah.
So his sentence is really 18 years.
And how many years does he have left?
And his first parole date is 1995.
Well, really, you can't punish that guy enough. He ripped off all these stupid religious nuts down in the South, mostly Deep South, Midwest. Seems Northerners are a little brighter than the people in the South. They got ripped off by him, but not as much money. Kind of imbecile would mail money to Jim Baker. Got to be a complete fruitcake to do something like that.
You know, those same people just started mailing it to someone else.
Yeah. They actually do. They found a new guy to mail it to. And you can't, actually we should just lock up all the people in jail who sent money to them for being idiots.
Yeah, we should just round them up, get their addresses.
Wow.
And Roseanne Barr and Tom Arnold are planning to start making a baby next month.
Those two find a way to release some stupid detail of their lives that actually gets written up. They find some way to keep themselves in the paper.
In the press, yeah.
Like, Arnold I care that Tom Arnold's trying to make a baby.
In Esquire, that even though Barr had her tubes cut.
Oh, you know what? That should have been a mandatory law. Roseanne Barr had her tubes cut.
The doctors say they can surgically be reattached.
That's important. Well, that's good.
He does say, however, that if Roseanne gets pregnant, he has a fear that her breasts will get larger. He feels that they're big enough already.
It's a pretty big fear to have. Hey, let me tell you something with this Roseanne Barr. Imagine the thought that this guy now has to bang her quite a few times in order to get her pregnant. Who wants to even think of that? Oh, who wants to know about that? Big smelly Roseanne and big smelly Tom just going at it. Two big fatzos. Who cares? Why don't they keep that private? That's not an attractive thought.
Why did you continue to have it? You should never take that thought past, they're going to have a baby. Don't think of how they make them.
I don't know how Tom or Roseanne smells, but I've been around heavy people, and it's never a pleasant experience. Am I right, Pam?
Usually.
Yeah, see? She knows what I'm talking about. She's right on my wavelength.
And aren't social workers the people who are supposed to help others figure out how to cope with life's problems?
No, social workers are people who take a social work up as an occupation because in college it was the easiest courses to take.
Maybe that's it, because a Long Island social worker who had just lost her job at the Nassau County agency where she worked because of a budget cut killed herself.
Right.
She went home, took a bunch of pills.
Well, you should see who's helping who. I mean, really.
And left a little note saying how she wanted her belongings dispersed.
Most people, social worker people with complete wacky problems. Believe me, don't trust anybody.
They said she was devastated when she got the news that she was being laid off. She had just gotten back after she had been dragged 50 feet by an automobile 2 years ago.
Sounds like Pam's story.
She had just recovered from those injuries.
Right.
And had just gotten her life back together. She had been living at home with her mother. As a 45-year-old woman living at home with her mother. She finally got her own co-op.
Right.
And the last thing she thought of was losing her job.
Right. All right.
So there she goes. She left us.
I got to take a break. Is that what's happening, Robin?
That's what's happening.
All right, we'll come back. We're going to
dial it in.
Yeah, we're going to listen to the three men on the phone that want Pam very badly. And I don't blame them. Pam's very beautiful. And we'll be back right after these words.
94 WISP. Howard Stern all morning. Classic rock and roll all day.
There's only one public auto auction that is the nation's largest and best. And that's R.D. Sands' original New York auto auction. Don't miss it this Saturday and Sunday. Their address, 186-02 Jamaica Avenue in Queens. It's indoors and heated, and admission is always free. For more information, call 718-454-2400. That's 718-454-2400. Accept no substitutes. Go to R.D. Sands' original New York auto auction. R.D. Sands, I'm going to try and get over there. It's a whole little kismet thing going on between Fred and Pam over here.
Oh, really? Are they talking to each other?
Well, no, but Fred told me he thought she was cute.
Sure.
See?
Oh.
Likes her. Says he's spoken for, but he likes her. Right?
You can admire someone.
Right.
Sure.
So if she had been on the phone on Dial-A-Date Day with Fred...
Yeah, he might have gone for her.
You never know.
Wow.
Oh, well.
What a sad story this is.
Water under the bridge.
Probably like when they're 80 years old, they'll probably meet again and go, yes, I always loved you, and yes, I always loved you. And
then we'll see one of those stories.
Yeah. On one of those stupid shows. One of those dumb shows. Well, yes, it's true. There are 3 men on hold. You excited, Pam?
Yeah, I want to know who they are.
All right, let's find out. Now, the first guy, number one, I think this is number one. Let me make sure. Is this number one? Is this Jason?
Yeah.
Jason the black guy?
Yeah.
Now, have you ever dated a black guy before?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, you find that shocking? Huh?
Yes, it always is shocking, isn't it? Were your parents mad?
Oh, maybe. Not really.
No?
No.
Very
no.
liberal parents?
Pretty much.
Really? Some parents can't handle that kind of thing, Robin. You know that as well as I do. Yes, it's taboo, isn't it?
In some families, sure.
They'd rather you be married to a terrible white man.
Right. Yes, most
nice
families would.
man.
That's right. So, in other words, you'll date a black man, but yet you won't take your top off for me. Did you find that ironic?
No, not really, because dating someone doesn't mean I'm ever going to have to take my top off.
Well, I mean, dating a black guy means that... what about your boyfriend now? Is he a white guy?
I really don't have a boyfriend.
Oh, you don't have a boyfriend?
I just see different people.
Oh, you see a guy. I see.
You seeing any black guys?
Oh, you are?
I see different people. It doesn't really matter what background they're from.
So she really does go all ways. And you're even considering a woman at some point, aren't you?
Well, I don't know about as far as dating. But
not dating, but maybe if something happened at a party.
Well, that's
or
different, yeah.
Yes. Wow. Boy, Fred, you should have hooked up with her.
See what fun you could
I'd be
having.
one of many.
Fred's out of luck.
What do you mean you'd be one of many?
Well, she dates around.
Well,
you don't think you'd be faithful to Fred?
Well,
when
I'm sure.
I find the right person, I am.
Yeah. See, Fred?
Okay.
Fred's out of luck.
Imagine Fred, Pam, and the princess in bed.
Oh.
Wow. Now, you say you're a black guy, is that right?
I don't just say it, I am.
Now, you have deep, dark African features?
Not really.
Well, who do you look like a little bit? Do you look like more like Sinbad? Do you look like,
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
You look like Malcolm Jamal Warner?
Yeah.
Really? Well, I guess he's a handsome guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Although, I don't know. Is he that handsome, Robin?
He's okay.
He's okay.
If he looks like me, he's fine.
I see. Now, you got a big, strong, muscular build?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like bodybuilder size or anything.
Oh, I see.
You know?
And you make $20,000 a year?
Well, 22.
And you paint cars. I never heard of this kind of job. You mean your own? Like, I've heard of Earl Scheib and stuff like that, but you mean you have your own painting?
Do you do that detailing?
No, well, I work in a body shop, and I'm the painter.
Right.
And on the side, I have my own custom painting business.
I see. So you look like Malcolm Jamal Warner, but yet you're not as black as Malcolm Jamal Warner. You're not as black, dark. Are you as dark as George Hamilton with that stupid tan of his?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Do you
I'm a little bit lighter than Malcolm Jamal, but, you know.
Right, but you're darker than George Hamilton.
I'm not like charcoal.
I see. He's not charcoal. Is that the type that you like? Not exactly charcoal?
I really don't care.
Do you like them charcoal?
Do you like them like briquettes?
Do you like them as dark as a briquette?
You wacko.
Do you like your men like briquettes?
It doesn't matter.
Do you have a big ween like most black guys?
Well, I haven't had any complaints.
Well, what does that mean? Are you...
that means that nobody's ever...
Well, no one's complained about me either.
I was going to say, maybe he means that he's not so big that people complain.
Right. Listen, I'm as small as they come and nobody ever complains.
Well,
do you have...
nobody's ever said that it wasn't big enough.
Do you know how to swim? Are you a lousy swimmer like many black guys? Can you swim?
Yeah.
Oh, you know how to swim?
Yeah.
Are your ankles weak?
Do you ice skate?
No.
That's okay. I could teach.
Right. Well, a lot of black guys can't swim. That's a true fact.
That is not true. If they live near water, they swim.
No.
Oh, you.
I'll bet you I know.
Ever go to the islands?
You ever go to the islands?
No.
I was asking
No, he's never been there.
No,
I don't go to the islands. I'm not interested in the islands.
Well, all the blacks there swim.
Those blacks don't know how to behave. Those aren't real blacks.
Well, they know how to swim.
They sure don't know how to behave. They sure don't know how to serve a white man. Excuse me, can I have a drink? Well, how about making me wait 2 hours? Why, because I'm white? Creeps.
It's too windy down there.
Too windy is right. I'm with you, Malcolm. I bet you like grape soda. Tell the truth now.
No, I like 7-Up.
Oh, come on. All right, now I know you're lying.
I'm sorry, I had to burst your bubble.
Come on, you love grape soda.
Okay, for you, Howard.
All right.
He loves to stick to these stereotypes.
I hear you.
And I bet you don't swim either. I bet you sit on the beach and sell jewelry.
And braid people's hair.
Yeah, but you charge people money for braiding their hair. Well, anyway, so you've got a successful business. And I bet you have a bathroom full of hand lotion. All black guys love hand lotion. They love hand lotion. Is that true, Pam? You've dated black guys.
I use a lot of lotion myself.
You do? Well, that's because you date black guys.
That means
you learned that from the black community. Black community loves hand lotion. The biggest buyer of hand lotion is the black community.
Yeah.
Jergens.
She has soft skin.
Do you use hand lotion?
Yes.
Why, to keep away ashy skin?
There you go.
There you go. I know everything about you. I'm telling you, I know everything about each ethnic group.
Oh, please.
I'm particularly Spanish and black.
Because I was going to say, I never heard you say one thing about Orientals. You don't know anything about them.
I didn't grow up with Orientals.
Well, you said every ethnic group.
You know, me, I was a kid in high school. I'm in all-black high school. I'm busy using hand lotion, rubbing it on my knees, on my elbows. And I'm going, why am I... And finally it dawned on me, the reason that the other people in the school are doing this is because they have to avoid ashy skin. What am I doing with hand lotion?
It's better for your skin anyhow to use lotion.
I see. Well, I know that. Ever smoke crack?
No.
I was talking to Fred. Any illegitimate children in your family?
No.
Have you fathered a child?
No.
What?
No. No, Bob.
You know who your father is?
Yeah.
Is your father and mother still together?
No.
Were you raised by your grandmother?
No.
Who raised you? Your mother?
Yep. With my mom and my sister.
Have we been through every stereotype yet, or is there some more?
I don't know if you can find it.
All right. Just trying
to play basketball?
You play basketball?
No, I suck at basketball.
You suck at basketball?
Yeah.
You like dating white girls?
Yeah.
How many white girls have you dated?
A lot.
Yeah? You've given it to them?
Yeah.
You like that, huh? Why is that? Because they're the prize?
No prize.
Well, why do you think you like dating white women so much?
Why?
Yeah. You ever think about the psychological implications there? What about our sisters out there who can't get dates with good black brothers?
Well, they're not looking in the right place.
Ever wear a purple hat?
No.
Ever been on welfare?
No.
Was your mama on welfare?
No, absolutely not.
Your papa? Your papa on welfare?
Nope.
Ever wear multicolored clothes like a golfer?
No.
All right. Well, he sounds like a pretty good guy to me. I've tried to punch holes in his story, and I can't seem to. Do all of your cousins live in your house?
No, my cousin.
Yeah. Good car. What was that, Pam?
I've never heard of it. I don't know.
Explorer.
I'm not very familiar with cars.
It's a truck.
Oh, okay. What kind of music do you listen to?
I
Rap.
listen to everything.
Rap
I listen
music.
from dance to thrash to classic rock to whatever.
I like this guy. You know, I like him.
He seems nice.
Pam likes to have sex in the car. That's why she's curious about the explosion. Do you ever have sex in a car, Pam?
I don't recall. I don't think so. No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Where's the strangest place you ever had sex?
On the roof of a car.
On the roof of a car. Oh, not in the car, on the roof. Where would you do that?
In front of my boyfriend at the time's house.
In front of the house?
Really?
Really?
Was his parents home?
Really? Yes, they were home.
And you just felt like, ooh, this is so dangerous and dirty. And were you nude on top of the car?
Somewhat, I guess. Not fully, no.
Do you think the neighbors, anybody saw?
Their neighbors is my aunt, so.
The neighbor's your aunt?
Yeah.
And did your aunt see?
I don't think so. They never said anything.
How fast was the car going at the time?
It was, in a standing position.
Oh, it was standing.
Yes, it was.
All right. All right, do you want to say something romantic to Pam before
Or maybe you
I...
want to sing to her.
Do you want to sing to her?
Oh,
You're probably
no,
a good
I don't
singer,
wanna
aren't you?
sing. No, I don't want to sing.
There you go. Are you a real good singer?
No.
You're not?
No.
Would you like to sing? Would you
No,
like...
I don't want to sing.
Maybe you want to
One thing
speak
I
to
don't
her? Maybe you could tell her something about Mandingo love. Go ahead.
Why don't you put me in a shower?
All right, I'll put you in the shower with her. Go ahead. That's fine. Is your family around? Could they all harmonize so you could sing to her? Like the Temptations?
They're out in the corner doing the doo-wop right now.
Do some doo-wop right now for us? Around a garbage pail?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. You're in the shower. The sound effect is going, and you're there. Pam is completely nude in all her whiteness. Go ahead.
Pam, how do you like the water?
It feels good.
Okay, you want to get in? Help me out?
Sure, I'll help you out.
You want to get your hair wet? You look good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Why don't you, can I soap up your back?
Sure.
Maybe, like, give you a little massage while we're at it.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Okay,
All right, very good.
Well,
You're supposed to turn around and go, look at me. Look how muscular and flat my stomach is. Look how black I am. I'm so black as the night.
No, he's giving her a bath.
Yeah, he's bathing her. He's actually cleaning her.
That's okay.
You like that?
Yeah, I was giving her a massage.
All right, listen, I'm going to put you on hold. I like you.
Okay.
All right, hold on, Malcolm.
Okay.
Malcolm X come in on the phone there. And we'll take a break, and we'll come back and meet the other two bachelors for Pam. Pam is a very erotic woman, obviously. I notice you touch your hair, and you touch yourself a lot.
I have a habit of doing
Yes, you do, and you rub yourself. I noticed that. I'm watching you very carefully. All right. We'll be back right after this.
94 WISP Philadelphia. Howard Stern all morning, classic rock and roll all day.
Did a good job there, brother. They deserve it. Anyway, we met bachelor number one, Robin. I got to admit, I liked him.
He seemed to be very nice.
Yes. Fred, shouldn't the name of your company be Norris Intergalactic to reach Mars?
I'm working on it.
All right. See you staring at him more.
Working on
You talked to him, so I just looked.
Hey, look to see what he's saying. Yeah. I know, I talked to Jackie. Don't look at him.
Yeah, you do.
No, you didn't.
All right, let's get to bachelor number two. Fred's getting all sexed up. Tells me if he wasn't spoken for, he would date.
Well, listen to all the sound effects that have been happening.
Yeah. He's all taken with it.
The sound effects are going crazy.
You should try to talk to Fred after the show. Really?
No.
I noticed you don't talk during the commercials to him at all.
I wouldn't know what to say.
Really? You're that taken with him?
No, but I wouldn't know where to start.
Right. I think Fred would say something to you.
Forget about it.
No.
You think Fred knows where to start?
Yeah, Fred doesn't know where to start either. Well, anyway, let's go to bachelor number two. Bachelor number two, is that you?
Yes, I'm here.
Wow. Now, you are a white guy?
Yes, I am.
Can you swim?
Yes, definitely.
Are you as white as George Hamilton?
No, not that white.
I see. Well, anyway,
I'm ready for a date.
white people are so boring. I have nothing to say to you. Now, what about you? You're what religion are you?
I'm Catholic.
You're a good Catholic man?
Yes.
Do you go to church?
Yes, I do volunteer work.
You do volunteer work for the church?
Yes.
Pam, does that turn you on, or is that kind of a turn-off? You seem to be a naughty girl.
Well, I am Catholic, and I do volunteer work as well.
You do?
Really? Not for the church. I used to when I was in college. But
I see. Well, who are you volunteering for now? Other community groups?
No, not really.
Oh, you're volunteering for nobody.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I don't know if you signed up to giving Pam a good banging, are you?
Oh, I'm ready for it.
Oh, you are?
Oh, definitely.
You can do that, right?
Well, I'm a bartender, so I have to know, how to get tips.
So, in other words, do you ever have sex with any of the girls at the bar?
No, Not recently.
I see. Because it would seem to me that a bartender is in a perfect position. I used to envy, when I was in college, I would go to a bar, try to pick up a girl. I would envy the bartender because he had a natural way of beginning a conversation with a girl.
Most guys do. Most of my friends.
Well, Pam's a pretty wild girl. She's actually had sex on top of a car roof.
A car roof?
Yeah. The roof of a car.
Can't say I ever did that.
What have you done? Have you ever been with two women at the same time?
No, unfortunately, I've been deprived.
Have you been deprived?
Yes.
Do you resemble anyone famous?
Do you resemble Fred Norris?
No.
Right.
He likes that look.
People say I look like Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. And ironically, he was a bartender, wasn't he?
Yes, in the Hamptons.
And you have a full head of hair?
Yes, I do.
I was just going to ask that. How is your build?
Good. Very good.
How's your weenie? Got a big one? You packing a big weenus?
I'm average.
Because that's what she's interested in. Average.
Well, they say size doesn't matter.
Well, it does. It doesn't matter to guys. It matters to girls. Believe me, they know the difference. Robin tells me here that it matters.
Oh, dear. Here we go again.
What was it you said on the Hollywood Squares TV show? It wasn't circumference, it was length. Believe Robin, I have a quote of her saying that.
I said that? Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Pam, you like a huge salamander in a guy's pants?
I really don't care.
Oh, come on.
I really don't care, honestly.
Have you noticed a difference? You've dated black guys and white guys. Have you noticed a difference between size and...
No, actually.
Really?
Nope. It's really relating to their actual physical body size.
Really?
Yeah.
So you have dated white men who are bigger than black men?
Yes, I have.
See there?
But they were also taller, you see.
Oh,
it's true, but it depends on, like, their height and their belly.
Would you like to see Fred's? What's packing in his pants? Would you like?
That's okay.
Ever been with someone who was uncircumcised?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have? Do you like that?
It's kind of weird, but...
It is weird. It's weird. See, Fred, you're weird even there. Yes. Not only are you weird personally, but you're weird in your pants.
It really is like making love to an alien.
All right. Ooh, a Martian.
It's different.
Is that right? When it happened, it was weird?
It just looked weird. It was mostly.
Right. And then once you got used to it, there was no problem.
It wasn't anything different, I don't think.
And you're pretty wild in bed, aren't you? You like to do everything, don't you?
Yeah, I can be.
Are you a 3-input or a 2-input girl?
3.
3, wow. I got a date with you. I got to get a date with you.
Back up to a 10.
Yeah. You're definitely a 10. You like to be spanked. You're a 3-input girl. You're good looking. You got a great body.
What else does she do?
And you've made love to 2 guys in a pool.
Thinking about women.
And you're thinking about doing women. I got a date.
But she doesn't want you.
She wants me. You want me, don't you?
Would you date
I think
Howard?
you're attractive, too.
Right, you would date me. So you could scream out, Fred, what do I care? Really, you like everything, don't you?
Yeah, I guess. Most times, yeah.
Really?
Most times.
My wife
Depends
hates
again
everything.
on the person.
My wife hates everything. She hates everything I do to her. It's unbelievable. Wow, 3 inputs. You're like a love doll.
Oh, God. That's horrible.
Well, that's not horrible. Nothing wrong with that.
It's funny, actually.
If I give you my home phone number, would you have a talk with my wife?
I'll try.
Really?
I was a psychology major. I can
Really?
be pretty persuasive.
Good luck. My wife will outwit you, I'm telling you. She does it every time to me. She's sharp as a tack when it comes to avoiding any kind of sexual pain. And you enjoy that, huh?
With the right person, yes.
Really? Robin said the same thing.
No, I never said that.
You did. I'll get the tape if you don't watch yourself. I'll pull that tape right out. There you go again.
Yeah.
All right.
Louis, what do you do with your spare time?
Cheers.
I like to run and I like to cycle and read.
And flip you over like a pancake. Yeah, you want to go in the shower with the very beautiful Pam?
Oh, yes, definitely.
She's getting more beautiful as we talk.
She sounds very...
You really want her bad, don't you?
Bad.
What kind of date would you take? What's a romantic evening for you?
Oh, romantic evening. I believe I'd probably take her into Manhattan. I'd take her to a nice candlelit restaurant in Greenwich Village that I know about.
Mm-hmm.
I'd get a bottle of wine. I'd bring her a dozen roses. And after dinner was over, I'd take her for a nice long walk in the park.
Really?
And see how it went.
Well, Well, mine would be to wait till she's unconscious and open up the... All right, well, that sounds like a pretty romantic date. Wait till she took a nap on the beach and take off her bottoms. Go for it. Wow, you're wild. When's the last time you did that certain act that we were just talking about?
Oh, maybe a few months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And you can still walk, huh?
Yes.
And you liked it, huh? It was fun, right?
Because of who it is.
I understand. Judging on who I am, you think you'd enjoy that? Based on what you know of me.
I don't know.
No, I think you would. I think you would very much so. How's that happen, though? Does a guy just command you to do that, or do you ask for it?
Oh.
You have to wait.
I think originally I suggested it.
You did? Wow. You're a great little girl. You're a bundle of energy. You are wild as can be. Wild as can be. Anybody else getting turned on? Hey, dude, how bad you want this date?
Bad, really bad. I'm turned on.
You know what's funny, Robin? You know, usually when we do Dial-A-Date, we have a guy down here, and we have girls on the phone. Mm-hmm. They won't be on hold for more than 5 minutes. Each one of these guys has been on hold for 2.5 hours.
Right.
I can't get over this.
They're still there.
They're still there. Guys will never hang up. You dangle a woman.
It's amazing.
I tell you, it's unbelievable. What did you do? You called in sick to work?
No, I bought 10 nights.
Oh, that's right. So you could be...
Right.
All right. All right, why don't you you want to say something romantic? You want to say a love poem to her or sing her a love song? Why do you sing her a love song?
Sing her a love song?
Sing something from the heart. A love song that you know, like Michelle My Belle or something. You know what I mean?
No,
Come on, go ahead. Don't be inhibited, pal. You're going to lose out. I'm telling you. Do it. Get wild.
You better.
All right, I'll think.
Let me tell you, man, she'll let a man do things to her that God never intended.
Oh, God, I can't even think of a love song.
You're in trouble.
Michelle, my belle. I don't know that.
Boy, you inhibited. You're going to blow it, you dope.
Well, you know.
You're going to blow it.
You don't want the date.
You don't really want her, do you? I don't think you could handle it.
Oh, I definitely do.
Then sing.
Sing your little heart out.
I can't sing, though.
You don't know any songs? Get in the shower with her, all right? How's that?
In the shower? What would I sing in the shower?
I tell you, that third input could make a dead man sing. I don't know what you're doing, man. If I was on the phone, I'd be like this. I'd like to do a medley of my hits.
All right.
I love you, I love you, I love you. That's all I ever say.
And he can't sing.
Wait. I have a song.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, let me think.
You said you have a song and you had to think?
Well, I have to think of a good song.
But you said you had a song. Why do you have to think of a good song?
Well, I know you so well. I can tell by the sound of your voice that you're really in love with me. I do. I can't.
That back door's closing on you, I'm telling you. You're not turning around.
I'm sorry.
Man.
What was that?
What was that, Robin? All right, it came from the heart, though, Robin.
It came from the heart.
All right, would you like to say some love talk to the very beautiful Pam? I mean, this is a girl who obviously can get men. I mean, if you want to impress her, I would right now. I mean, she's playing with her watch while she's listening to you.
No, I can't think of any love talk.
You can't? Well, okay, very good. Good job. You sure know how to get a woman turned on. All right. That's it. I'm going to put you on hold.
You've been sitting there for 2 hours and you didn't think of what you wanted to say when you were on the air.
Say something to her. Say it, you dope.
I thought of our romantic evening that we could have.
All right. Very good.
That took all the 10 seconds.
Yeah. So far, your buddy Rochester's in the lead. Bachelor number 1. Black guy's going to get her.
Well, I couldn't.
Black guys know how to sweet talk to white women.
Yeah, that's true. They do.
What kind of white man are you?
I'm a nice Christian boy.
I'll have to get a black girl down here to date you.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's what you want. Maybe you don't really want a white woman.
I want Pam.
Black guys really know how to talk to women.
They do.
They sure do. You don't.
Well, I think.
All right, hold on. Robin, I'm embarrassed to be white.
I tell you, he let down your whole race.
A lame bastard. You know what I mean? Well, all right, look.
Well,
he
you
was
have
a
another
type.
representative of the white race on the phone.
Yes, we do.
So maybe he'll fare a little better.
What did you think of that guy? It wasn't bad.
No, he wasn't bad.
He was a nice guy. He just doesn't have a rap. Barely can converse. Unbelievably. All right,
Couldn't
that
think
was
of any song.
nothing, no song, no nothing. There's a guy listening to radio all day and he got nothing. Probably in a bar all night they play music. He can't think of a
he
song.
can't think of a song.
All right, number 3. You've heard this woman. You know she's hot.
Yes, I do.
I'd say, what do you weigh again, 115?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you got a tight body. I don't see any cellulite or anything on you.
You work out a lot, huh?
Yes, I do.
I even seen you with your dress pulled up, and I'll tell you something. You look great.
Thank you.
I know you were a little uptight about it. You felt you didn't look top-notch, but I couldn't see anything
That's
wrong.
because I'm very obsessive with working out.
Really? Well, you got nothing wrong with you. I'll tell you that. I'd looked you over.
Well, we have something in common with that.
What do you mean? You like to work out?
Yeah, I'm pretty obsessed with it, too.
Oh, yeah? Well, how much do you weigh?
I'm 195. I mean, I don't look like I can compete in a bodybuilding contest, but I look a lot better than the average guy on the street, I think.
Sounds good.
And you, what do? You shave your body hair?
No, I don't.
Do you have body hair?
Yeah, I have hair on my chest.
You like a hairy guy?
It depends. Sometimes I do.
Right.
Sometimes hair is too much.
Well, I don't
Fred is practically hairless. Fred is almost all completely uncovered with, right, Robin? You've seen him.
Yeah, he doesn't have much hair.
Right, Fred?
Absolutely.
That's right. A lot of girls like that.
If I was smart, I'd say I look like Fred.
We call him he's a Latvian hairless.
Yeah.
If Fred was a dog, that's what we'd call him. Latvian hairless.
Howard, you are amazing.
Thank you. Hey, listen, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful woman. Is there something you can say to impress her? Who do you look like? Who do you? Is there a famous celebrity that you look like? Do you look like Bruce Willis or?
No, I'm the one who said he looks... I've been told I look like Joe Penny a few times.
Oh, that's right. You said you're muscular Joe Penny. And how tall are you again? About 6 feet?
6 feet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What about you? What religion are you?
I'm Catholic, but I'm not religious.
I see.
I'm half Italian and half Irish.
Half Italian and half Irish.
Yeah. The bottom half is Italian.
In other words, you're a real stud. Have you ever had 2 girls at the same time?
No, I haven't.
Mm-hmm. And how many women have you slept with in your lifetime?
I don't sleep around a lot. You know, if I have a girlfriend, then it happens.
Happens a lot? You ever done it in a strange place?
Nothing exceptionally
See, he doesn't sound too wild either.
I'm not
You know,
wild.
I'll tell you something about Pam, and this is something I know just from looking at her and getting to know her in these short few hours. This is a girl who's really dying inside for some wild experiences.
Well,
a woman waiting to be unleashed. She goes to her job every day, and she's waiting to come home for something exciting. I even noticed, what kind of stockings you wear, like garters or something?
No, I'm not wearing any.
Pam?
Just regular stockings. I don't have a garter belt on there.
You don't? But they don't go up all the way. They're not pantyhose.
No, they're not. They're not pantyhose. They just go to here.
They just go up there? How do they stay up?
Because they have elastic. The top's elastic.
Did you know that, Robin, that you could do that?
Sure.
Oh, you knew that?
They're just thigh-high stockings, that's all.
Don't you have to constantly pull them up all day? And
No, every once in a while, but it's not like a problem. Pantyhose are more of a problem.
And I notice your dresses, you wear them very tight. Very tight to your body. You want to show off your attributes, don't you?
A little bit.
Yes, you do. You're very proud of what you have.
I try to be.
And you do fantasize at work during the day, don't you, about a sexual experience when you get home, don't you?
Some days.
Yes, you do. I can tell. I can see the look in your eye. You're a very hot-blooded woman.
She has a beautiful voice, too.
Yes.
Very sexy.
I know that. I don't need you to tell me that. Believe me, I wish I was the gum that stuck to her ass and scratched her. When you rolled over on that gum that scratched you on the ass, were you in bed with a man at the time?
Yes, I was.
You were?
Yeah.
You were chewing gum and you spit it out?
No, I don't know how the gum got there.
But you were chewing it, it got on there, and you were with a man, and the gum stuck to your butt?
Yeah.
Was it sugar-free?
Probably extra sugar-free at some time, too.
Have you ever rolled over on chewing tobacco? No?
No, not yet.
I see.
How about a cigar?
I hope not. Yeah.
What about vibrators? You get into that?
No, I never have.
You've never tried that?
No.
Really? In all your years, as horny minx as you are?
In all my years, no.
You've never tried a vibrator?
No.
No guy ever tried one with you?
No.
Isn't that fascinating, Robin? Don't you think that's...
I'm amazed.
I'm amazed as well.
Well, you asked me if I've done it, and I have...
I didn't ask you anything. I'm talking to her.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You got all those inputs and no gadgets?
No gadgets.
Really?
Nope, just
She's as wild as you are, Robin. Every bit as wild as you.
Oh, I'm not wild.
She's dreaming about a girl, too. She's maybe more wild than you.
I was going to say, I'm not wild at all.
Who's the girl that you might consider, like an actress that you find attractive? that you would like to maybe join in on?
An actress.
You picture yourself in bed with a guy and a girl? Is that right?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. I can't really think of one particular person right now.
Like, who do you like? Demi Moore?
No.
Cher?
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Raquel Welch?
No. Maybe
Tawny
like,
Katane?
There you go.
How about
Julia Roberts?
Vanessa Williams.
Nancy Sirianni Martling? Who?
Nancy Martling.
Who did you say?
I said Julia Roberts, maybe Vanessa Williams.
Really?
Singer.
Vanessa Williams, you'd like that?
She's pretty.
Well, evidently she doesn't mind posing for a few pictures. You know, as much as her career takes off, we're still going to remember those pictures.
It's never going away.
It's never going away.
What does Pam look like?
Got dark hair, long dark hair. Big saucer eyes. You know what I mean? You got big eyes. Got big full C cups.
Uh-huh. Oh, she sounds great.
Very, very nice hips. Tight butt.
Do you look like anybody famous, Pam?
Busted arm. She's got a busted arm. She's got a broken arm. She got hit by a car.
Yeah, I heard that. Sorry to hear that.
Doesn't look like anyone famous.
Yes, you do. She looks like,
Barbara Bush?
She looks like, well, her eyes are big like Barbara Bush, but no, she's got, you look like, Wednesday from the Addams Family.
So she has straight hair?
No.
Yes.
Not really.
You know, you look like a little bit Marla Thomas.
Marla?
Marla Thomas, yes. Phil Donahue's wife. Did anyone ever tell you that? That girl?
I don't think so.
Oh, she's very beautiful. I mean, I don't know why you'd be uptight about that.
Oh, I'm not. I had to think of who she was for a minute.
I mean, Marlo Thomas. Right, Fred, don't you think?
Yeah, very close.
Right. Robin, don't you think?
That's a good choice.
Yeah, she looks like that girl.
Because I was going to say, you know, somewhere between that Victoria Principal Marlowe.
Right. Somewhere between.
Yeah.
Between. What? There is a scale that you don't know about, Fred. Marlo Thomas is on one end and Victoria Principal on the other. And then there's a meter that goes in between.
I think she's closer to the Marlo, but she could be, you know, she's right on that Victoria Principal scale, too.
Now, what about you, sir? Why don't you give her a sexy phone call? Why don't you pretend I'm out of the room and you call her up, but you're having like a sex phone call? Go ahead. Go ahead. See, Marlo Thomas here is up for it. Pam.
She doesn't have Marlo's personality, right?
Come on, go ahead. No, you heard her. She's wild. She got spanked in here, for God's sakes. What kind of girl gets spanked if she's not wild? Right, Pam?
That's right.
Go ahead. Say hi. How you doing, baby? I'm sitting here all alone. I'm really horny. Yes.
Hi, baby. I'm sitting here all alone, and I'm pretty horny. Yes.
Oh, gee.
All right. Look, why don't you sing her a love song?
Oh, jeez.
Sing her something. Come on. None of you guys are distinguishing yourself. I know the black guy's going to win.
Well, you know, I'm a first-time caller. I'm nervous.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, can't you say something romantic or something? Can't you sing a love song to her? Can't you recite a poem of some kind or say something?
I don't know. What song? How about Moon River?
All right, go ahead.
Moon River, wider than the sky. I'm crossing you in style. Yeah. Someday. Oh, Bob. I can't do this.
All right, well, that was at least
That's
something.
a love song?
Well, yes.
Well, it's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, that's what I sang to girls.
Moon River.
Moon River, interesting choice for a 3-input woman. Something about a moon.
Yeah.
All right. All right, why don't I put you on hold? We'll make a big decision in just a couple of seconds, all right? How much money do you make? $72,000 a year?
That's what I made last year, yeah.
Wow, okay. You're, what, an exporter?
I'm an exporter, yeah.
What do you export?
I export aircraft parts, electronics.
Well, that's certainly something fun for you guys to talk about on the day. All right, hold on, okay?
Okay.
All right. Probably works with his father, is that right?
That's exactly right. How'd you know?
Yeah, because I can tell. Any guy like you...
How would you have started doing that?
A guy with zero personality, how are you making $72,000?
No, I'm just nervous.
All right.
I'm a very nice guy, Pam.
You sound it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The 72 helps.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. What kind of car you drive?
I have an SHO Taurus, and I have a Harley-Davidson motorcycle.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
A motorcycle, that must turn you on.
Yeah, I'm not really... Motorcycles are nice, but it's not for me.
That's not for you. Okay.
No.
All right, I think I know who she's going to pick. I don't know. I have a interesting theory on this, Robin. Who would you pick? I wonder who Robin would pick.
They all seem kind of nice.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you a review. Number one was Jason. Jason was the black guy. I don't know if you remember, but Jason is 23 years old. He looks like Malcolm Jamal Warner. He's not charcoal, but he's dark. He's darker than George Hamilton. He can swim, but he can't ice skate. He dates white girls, doesn't wear golf clothes. No illegitimate children in the family. Likes 7-Up, not grape soda. We think he hates his blackness. And he's not a good singer, ironically. Number 2 is third to you?
Not bad.
I like that. He's got a good build. He's 5'9", Italian and Swedish, hazel eyes, black hair. Looks like Bruce Willis, as I said, but he has hair. And he's got an average-sized ween. Ween, the key word, Robin. FCC seems okay with that word. Number 3 is 34 years old. He makes $73,000 a year. Looks like Joe Penny, 195 pounds.
94 WISP Philadelphia. Howard Stern all morning, classic rock and roll all day.
Interesting.
But, yeah, him because of his personality, and he's around my age, and he seems like he's nice. That's
Sounds
what
like
I got.
a pretty good opportunity, too.
Why didn't you pick the others?
Not really because of age, Tom. I don't want, not just for money either, so that's why he seems nice. He'd be my second choice.
I see.
Lewis? Is that the other guy?
Who knows their names? Number 2 and number 3.
Okay. Number 2.
You don't even know.
Yeah,
you don't know why. You just like this number 1.
Make that connection with
Well, let me break the news to the guys. Number 2, is that you? Number 2?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I knew you weren't going to win. I was thinking it would come down between 1 and 3.
I had figured number 3.
Yeah, here you had a great opportunity. She's a 3-input girl. She's into maybe even getting on with another broad, and you can't even think of a song. I mean, I got to tell you something. You're a real disaster.
No, well, I tried.
Guys have no, Robin, I can empathize with you single women. The guys have no personality. Now, what could have been more of a motivating force?
If they're ever going to get motivated, this would have been it.
I hate to break the news to you, but you might be homo.
No, me?
I mean, I would have worked my tail off for a girl like this. I would have really razzle-dazzled her. I got to show you.
You just really didn't want the date, did you?
You really don't want the date?
No, I want the date.
You just don't know how to come alive, do you?
No, not this early in the morning.
I see. Well, I guess a guy who can't come alive this early in the morning isn't a lot of fun, and maybe Pam made the right decision not picking you.
Well, I wish her a lot of luck.
All right. Very good, Lewis.
Bye, Pam.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Lewis. Lewis, you blew it, you dope. Number 3, you blew it too, and you're another guy. You couldn't come to life. I gave you the sex phone opportunity, the shower opportunity,
No, you didn't give me a shower opportunity.
Oh, come on.
But,
you would have choked on that too.
Yeah, well, I'm not used to being on the radio.
The black guy, he outshines you all.
The black guy doesn't do radio every day.
Yeah, but the black guy you asked 1,000 questions to that were funny.
No, black guys have that advantage. I'll give him that.
Well, he sounds like a nice guy, too. I'm sure she's going to have a good time.
Yeah, well.
Thank you. You're a nice guy.
You would have had some roll in the hay with her.
She probably has more in common with me, but I'm not black.
That has nothing to do with it.
No. Good luck.
Thank you.
Sorry.
That's
tried
okay.
for you. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Loser.
Homo.
Get gay.
These guys, they act like they don't like women.
They're too cool.
They do not know how to charm a woman.
They're laid back.
That's the problem with guys. They all want to be cool. And it's the guys who aren't cool that usually end up getting the best women.
Yeah.
Am I right, Pam?
I would agree with you on that.
Yeah, you want a guy who's got a little bit of life to him, right?
Yeah, sure.
Although Fred has no life to him and you're attracted to him.
Yeah, boy,
that's the physical thing. I don't know if I spoke to him. I might not.
I know if you spoke to him, you wouldn't like him.
Maybe you should give Fred a chance to call in.
Fred, go call in from the other room. Let's see if she likes you. Where is he?
He's gone.
He's not in here.
He's not even here. Well, maybe he's calling in. Malcolm?
Yeah, I'm with you.
You won, brother.
Thanks.
See?
Great.
Boy, who says this show isn't good for black people? Are you ready for a trip to that forbidden entrance? You lucky bastard. Huh? Can you handle that kind of action?
I can handle anything you got.
You've had that kind of action?
No.
Me neither. I never get that kind of action.
Can't seem to work it.
I wish I could find someone who liked it. I'll tell you something. I'm ready to take your woman from you. I like her. I like her. She got right over my lap and let me spank her, too. Let me tell you, you got to give her a good spanking. Don't blow this, man.
Would I do that?
You sure you know what you sure you can handle this?
I can handle it.
Well, you two are going to go on a romantic date?
Pam, you ready?
I'm ready, Jason.
Okay.
I spanked her. I saw where you're going. All right? I know everything. You're going to have a good time. I mean, if you play your cards right, it's not a guaranteed thing. It's not a lock. Woman's not a prostitute. She's got to fall in love with you a little bit. Well, not in love. You don't have to be in love with a guy, do you?
I have to really feel strongly for them.
Right. Yeah, I understand that.
I got a full deck, Howard.
What?
I got a full deck.
You got a full deck?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, you said if I play my cards right.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, what do you got? One of them big afros, or you got your head shaved on the sides?
No, I just got a haircut. It's faded.
What is it? Braided?
Faded.
Faded.
What is faded, Robin?
That means it's trimmed down.
Trimmed down, like it goes gradually, like you know.
Gradually to nothing.
Gradually to nothing?
Yes.
So the front is big, and then it... I don't understand how it fades.
The sides usually are real short.
Oh, so it looks like a little pillbox hat like Jackie Kennedy used to wear.
Not like a bowl was put on his head.
Now, you know that new look that a lot of brothers have?
What is that?
It's like the pillbox hat. It's like a hat.
I don't know what that is, Howard.
Anything carved in that head of yours?
No, nothing. No, not into that.
So what do you got? Like, you know what I'm talking about, Robin. It's like a pillbox hat.
No,
right on the top. I don't think that's a fade.
It's like a square box.
No, that's not a fade.
No, that's a flat top.
Yeah.
It's like Arsenio has that, I think.
No, that's not what he's saying.
Eddie Murphy been trying to do some things with his hair, too. Not clear what he's doing. He tries, though. God bless him. He thinks it really looks different. Right, Robin?
Yes, he does. Somebody ought to tell him to just give up.
Just go natural, Eddie. Hey, you're a lucky man. So you got a nice short haircut, huh?
Yeah.
She seems to like that.
Okay.
I think she's going to enjoy you. What about your nose? You got one of those Michael Jackson noses? You got a nice flat nose like a black guy.
No, it's just my nose.
What do you mean, just your nose? Is it a flat nose like a Mike Tyson or Michael Jackson nose?
Well, kind of like in between.
In between those?
It's one of those scale things again.
I see. All right. Very good. You got like a Brian Gumble nose?
No.
All right. Why don't you hold on, and Gary will give you all the details.
Okay.
All right?
See you later, Pam.
Bye-bye.
And if you score with her, you got to call me.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
All right, hold on. If you score with him, videotape it, okay, Pam? So I can watch it.
Okay.
Do you mind? Do you ever videotape yourself with a guy?
No, I haven't.
You've never done that?
No.
But you want to, don't you?
I would, probably.
Yeah, of course you would. Doing everything else, you might as well do that. So see if you can get that together.
She hasn't said no to one thing.
No.
Except taking the top off.
Right. Well, I don't blame you. I wouldn't take my top off in front of Fred either.
Okay.
Well, there's your date. I hope you have a good time with Jason.
It should be fun.
And we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right, you were a lot of fun.
Thanks. You were too.
I'll always cherish my time with you.
Me too.
Yes. Gary, why don't you show Pam the door and show her, tell her how she can get in touch with you for the date.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
You want to kiss Fred goodbye?
That's okay.
You don't want to?
No. Can I just say hi to my friends in Philadelphia? Hi, everybody. Hi, Eric.
Who's Eric?
A friend of mine who said if I could say hello to him.
All right. You don't want to kiss Fred goodbye?
No, that's okay.
Fred, do you want to kiss her goodbye? That's okay. It's all right. All right. Just thought maybe you two want to...
They'll wait until they're 80 and get reunited.
All right. Want to say anything to Fred before you go?
What?
You want to say...
Could you autograph my card?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, it's one only thing. I have it, so... Well...
I'll autograph it. Well, here, why don't you give it to me first, just because I've got to get on with the show.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right, come here.
Oh, you got one. All right.
There you go.
You hear that?
What was that?
That was her breast rubbing against the microphone.
That was her breast rubbing against the microphone?
Oh, you horny.
I'll draw a picture of myself. All right. Does that look like it?
You got it.
It's like the accused.
All right. That'll wash off in about 3 minutes.
They don't wash cast.
Yeah. All right. What, do you shower with a plastic bag over your arm?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It's working.
How many times? You shower or bathe? You go in the bath?
I shower.
You shower?
Yeah, I prefer shower.
Is that where you shave in the shower?
Yes.
You shave all your body hair in the shower?
Almost all.
I'm writing my phone number on here.
Fred's writing his phone number on her cast.
I drew a picture of Gary.
Hi, Fred. Picture of Gary.
Bye-bye.
Fred moves in mysterious ways. See you, Pam. Thanks for coming in. Have fun.
Bye.
Looking good. She loves it. Fred, you could have been banging her.
Yeah, I know.
Dope. Why'd you, the first girl you meet,
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
You can't plan these things.
Well, he hasn't married her yet.
I don't know what's going on there.
Something's going on. There's some hesitation.
Stars, depending on what paper you read.
Alcoholic clown.
So good for Bob Goldthwait.
Yep, see, he became friends with us, and he got good reviews.
There you go.
That's right.
Definitely a correlation.
Exactly.
The FCC says they will increase the limit on stations that one company can own to 30 and 30. 30 AMs and 30 FMs. That's from 12 and 12.
So that means this company doesn't have to sell off its AM station.
I don't know that you can own an AM and an FM in the same market.
I don't think there's any limit. I think you can own several AMs in one market.
Oh, one company can now own as many as 3 each as long as they don't command more than 25% of the audience. Now, what does that mean?
I don't know. You mean in other words,
if
you
their
have to keep
combined audience share increases to more than 25%, however, they don't have to be sold.
So what you mean? So that
this is the FCC.
Doesn't the FCC discourage you from having good ratings then?
Well, I guess what they're saying is at the time you buy them, you can't have more than 25% of the audience share.
Oh, I see. You can build it.
If you build it to
You're
that
okay.
point, you don't have to sell.
I think you're making too much sense. I don't know that the FCC knows that.
Well, that's what I say. I said these people sit around confusing themselves.
Right. They always, they try to simplify the laws, and then they make them more complicated. Just say a guy can own as many radio stations as he wants. If there's some maniac out there who wants to own 3,000 radio stations, let him. Who cares? Unbelievable. Well, that's good. That's a smart move. So move in the right direction. It'll certainly help the radio industry. I never understood why you were limited to buying one radio station in each market. Or 1 AM and 1 FM. I never understood that limitation.
And only up to 12. Why can't you own more?
Right, especially now that a lot of radio stations are going bankrupt. And they need owners. Well, anyway, good move.
Black Death Vodka has decided on a new spokesman because they're ready to take over the American market. They're a vodka sold mostly in Europe.
Never
and
heard
now
of
they're
it.
ready to come to America and conquer it. They've decided that their target audience is 21 to 33.
Right.
And they've decided that the best spokesperson they could find
would have been me.
Is Slash of Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, he'd be good.
They haven't decided exactly what tact they'll take in their advertising campaign, but Slash is their man.
Black Death. Sammy Davis Jr. would have been better as a spokesman, but they couldn't get him. Altavi should sell his image.
Oh, there must be something of Sammy she can sell.
Really?
Get some money.
Poor woman.
Mayor Dinkins is still in the hospital, but doctors say he's getting better and better, and he's going to get off that liquid diet he's been on for several days to give his colon a rest.
Yeah.
And actually start some real food today.
I'll tell you, Robin, I've been thinking lately, my colon needs a rest.
Everyone's colon needs a rest every once in a while.
Right, liquid diet I need. Send me a bottle of Black Death.
This is really going to get to you. If it's good for Christians and Jews, why not alternate side of the street parking for the two most sacred feasts of the Islamic calendar?
Here we go. What did I tell you? Keep letting more and more people into the country. Keep letting all the different cultures in so we can divide the city. You know what? We'll have so many cultures soon, every day will be a holiday.
And you'll never be able to clean the streets. Right. 750,000 Muslims have asked council members to observe their two most holy days.
Why don't we just build a friggin' pyramid in Central Park? Because we have so many of these new kinds of individuals. It's really a joke, this country. It's really changing. We've got to close our borders. I started this topic at 6 a.m., and now I'm back on it. Here it is, 20 of 11, I'm on the same topic. In between, we learned about a girl and her sex life, but it's the same topic over and over again. This is what is killing the country. And you know I'm right. There's too many points of view. There is no cohesive factor. It's the same reason why now mobsters have changed the rules and they're killing women. Because we have this Colombian influence. A guy who used to work here at our AM radio station is dead now because he printed in the newspaper the names of drug dealers. And you want to know something? They never used to kill newspaper guys. They only used to kill people in Latin American countries, newspaper guys.
Very rare in America.
Very rare. Now, suddenly, it's acceptable in America to kill journalists. How long before the toll to the Long Island Expressway is 50 yen? Think about it. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Well, what upsets me most about the whole thing is that broad like Fred.
Yeah.
Skater Katarina Witt is in the newspaper.
Katarina Witt. Well,
you know her. She was in the Olympics, not this past Olympics, the Olympics before, and won the gold medal for skating.
Boy, they did a close-up on her face on TV. Man, if she doesn't have major pimples, not just a couple of craters, but I mean big eruptions, like Ralph, my makeup man. Wow, did you see her on TV?
Yes, I have seen her on TV.
What, has she got pimples, huh? Can they clear that up, Robin? Don't they have antibiotics for that?
I don't know if anybody's told her about dermatology. You know, she wasn't East German.
Hey, I defy anyone to skate on that face. Too many bumps.
Better to ski that face than...
Yeah, you ski it. You don't skate it.
Yeah.
You betcha.
Oh, dear. Well, she was being hounded by an obsessed fan who was writing her obscene and threatening letters.
Obviously, he didn't see a close-up of her.
So finally, they got into court, and the guy was sort of representing himself, and he actually stood opposite her while she was in the witness stand, and she had to withstand his questions. Well, yesterday, a jury decided that he was guilty of sending the threatening and obscene mail to the Olympic gold medalist.
Send him to the gas chamber.
We'll have to see exactly what they decide to do to him. But the jury said he showed absolutely no remorse, and they're afraid once his sentence is over, he'll just start up again.
Wow. Katarina Witt.
She's not the only one who's troubled by obsessive fans. Amy Grant.
You're kidding me.
Has a problem.
Katarina Zitt.
Oh,
that's my name for her. Amy Grant, we just had her on the show. She didn't say anything about that.
Well, apparently this problem has happened to her in Australia.
Jesus.
She's under armed guard because she's being harassed by a crazed fan.
Wasn't her husband?
No.
Hey, you know, I got to tell you something. The world is getting out of control. I almost think it's like a copycat syndrome. Now we've heard so much about these crazed fans. They're all coming out of the woodwork. And look at guys. What is wrong with guys? So many guys. You don't see this happening with women. You see it once in a while, Mrs. David Letterman.
Well, there are obsessive women as well.
But this is so sick. This is really terrible. Imagine a girl like Amy Grant, religious girl. Yeah, I mean, she can't even walk around without some nut trying to kill her. One woman I saw on TV was actually chased out of her career.
Yes.
A soap opera woman.
Soap opera actress.
They can't arrest these guys. There's no law to arrest these guys.
Not unless they do something.
Right. Well, imagine being that desperate for a woman. You gotta... What the hell goes on in your life that you're so desperate and hard up?
You know you're a sick person when that happens.
Fred.
Kissing may spread the bacteria believed to cause periodontitis.
Periodontitis?
Yeah, that's that gum disease.
Kissing causes... The kissing doesn't cause that. Let me tell you something. Your gums come in contact with...
I didn't say cause, I said spread.
Let me tell you something. Periodontitis, as you call it, Robin.
Yes. Or periodontitis.
Periodontitis. And Gary, if you're listening, stop smooching with everybody. Because this mostly applies to you. Periodontitis.
He's patient zero.
He's patient zero. Gary Dell'Abate, they got his picture hanging in every dental office.
Baba Booey.
You're not kidding. So, your gums are exposed to germs of all kind, plaque, this and that, the other thing, all day and night. And gum disease can happen in anyone who doesn't know how to properly take care of their teeth. And 99% of Americans do not know how to brush their teeth. I am convinced of this. They do not know the proper motion to use with a toothbrush. And instead of teaching everybody algebra, they ought to start teaching you how to work your gums.
Baba Booey.
You're patient zero, Gary.
In terms of what? What did I...
Periodontitis.
No, there was that before me. There was my mother.
Oh, I don't know. Periodontitis.
How come... Nah, I shouldn't. How come if you know everything...
Yeah.
About everything...
Why did my testicles hurt?
Yeah.
Because I figured out what I did. I did an exercise so vigorous I pulled my groin. And I know what I did wrong. And now I'm correcting it.
All right.
See, the amazing thing about me, Gary, the difference between me and you in life, is that I understand my body, and I understand what I do wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You, on the other hand, are a mess and don't even know why.
But my gums are...
Your gums are getting better now that you're starting to listen to me.
They're regenerated. They're just back to normal now.
Yeah, well, we'll be the judge of that. We'll see. Well, after I told you what to do. Good thing you hooked up with me.
Well, let me tell you about this study, because what they did was they studied some patients with a distinct kind of bacteria in their mouths.
Patient 0.
And then when they studied their spouses, they found that the spouses had the same bacteria, so they were like passing it along.
But those that are susceptible to it are those that have weak gums and poor diets.
I'm just telling you about the bacteria, not whether your gums will be degenerating if you don't floss.
I got it.
I'm just telling you that if you kiss a person with this bacteria, they'll give it to you.
Yeah.
All right. And you said that Gary was patient 0.
Right.
Is this story relevant on any other radio station?
No.
I mean, what other news shows are carrying this morning?
No one.
It's your news.
It's Gary news. Is your girlfriend worried about periodontitis?
No.
Maybe we should test her.
How are your girlfriend's gums? I want her in here. I want to have her tested.
Tight and fit.
Good.
Dr. Abu Hayat is able to practice...
That's Gary's dentist, isn't it?
Practice medicine again.
Is that an abortion doctor?
That is the abortion doctor.
He did an abortion on your mouth. Dr. Abu Hayat.
He's the doctor who performed the abortion on the woman who was 8 months pregnant and ripped off the baby's arm.
Dr. Abu Bui.
The fetus's arm.
Baba Booey.
Well, he was under a 90-day suspension, but the suspension is up, and... unfortunately, the health department has to allow him to practice medicine until he exhausts the appeal process. You know, they're trying to revoke his license. But there's an appeals process, and he's going through it. The 90-day suspension is up, and there are no extensions.
Wow.
So according to the Daily News, he is now able once again to set up shop.
Dr. Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Ivana Trump has a book coming out.
Like she wrote it.
For Love Alone, her first novel.
All right. I think she dictated it to a guy. All right. My plot, if you will, a boy meets a girl. I think we're done for now. You finish it. That's how she wrote the book.
Yeah, what kind of author is she?
Yeah, she should write it like she talks.
But this woman is so hot, they're, gearing up for a big publicity tour. She's going to start off by being on the Oprah show on April 6th.
Of course, nobody wants to talk about her book. They want to talk about Donald Trump.
Of course.
So a woman can't even flush the toilet on her own, and she wrote a book. Can you imagine this?
For the next 30 days, she'll be talking about her new life as a divorcee, her new career as a novelist, and especially her new $22 book.
$22
yes.
for this book?
$22.
Wow.
Well, it's got 2 authors.
Right. Each one gets $10.
You got to pay both of them.
Yeah.
She'll also, hit other parts of the country, I'm sure. And additionally, her agents at William Morris are trying to put together a syndicated TV talk show for her.
Well, who isn't? Who isn't trying to get a syndicated TV talk show?
But this is amazing. It's Ivana.
Ivana. Well, there you go.
It's not anybody with any talent. She married a guy.
Right.
And he divorced her.
Well, who knows what talent lays behind all that plastic surgery. She looks good, though. I see a picture here. I'd be curious to see her on Oprah and see if she really looks that good.
Yeah.
Sometimes these pictures, hide things. I got to look her over. Give her the once-over. You know me. I give her the evil eye.
Remember that
Marla Maples is writing a symphony. I don't know if you know that.
Right?
Oh, yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she heard that Ivana was writing a book. She said, well, I'll do her one better. I'll write a full concerto.
Concerto.
Right. Goes like this. La 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 la. She's dictating it to a guy.
La 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 la.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. All right, you finish it. I'm tired. I got to go out and bang someone. Like the Donald.
Remember the rape suspect who said he would rather be castrated than stand trial and possibly go back to jail?
I heard he thought about it a little.
Yeah, now he's changing his mind.
What I would do is stand trial. Then if I didn't get off...
Then let them castrate.
Yeah, then let them castrate. Is that a chemical castration or physical?
I think this was surgical.
Wow. Grrr.
The operation would have removed the testes.
How do they do that, with a guillotine? You put on a little guillotine.
And replace them with a prosthesis.
So he'd still have that nice look.
There were possible effects of complete loss of sex drive and the loss of the ability to have an erection to a reduced level of sex drive and less erotic fantasies.
I think it would reduce your sex drive if you didn't have any testicles. Well, mine hurt for a week. I didn't have any sex drive.
Yeah, somebody got a hold of him and explained to him exactly what he was giving up.
Right.
So he's thought better of it now. And, of course, this weekend is...
Did they explain how much money he'd save on jock straps? That whole device was created just for those two little things. And what's on TV this weekend, Robin?
Farm Aid.
Farm
Aid. I don't know if that's on TV, but it's certainly happening this weekend. Willie Nelson, of course, is the guy who puts that all together, and he says he thinks people will be able to better understand what's happening to the American farmer.
Well, I think attention might be easier to get now because so many people are experiencing the same thing the farmer is experiencing. Really. All the people losing their jobs and everything going wrong with the economy, they're beginning to see what we've been talking about since all these years.
His face looks like private parts, doesn't it, in a way, when you think about it?
Really?
Yeah. With all that hair and beard. I don't know. Fred, do your impression of Willie Nelson.
Maybe I shouldn't love you. Is that your name?
Willie was also asked if he thought most of the musicians who volunteer to be in Farm Aid believe in the cause.
I personally think most of the people that I talk to do it because they are aware of the problem. They go up and down the highways, a lot of musicians and people, and talk to the farmers and have been talking to them for years, and they know that it is a serious problem. I know a lot of people do it out of sincere reasons, and for the ones who don't, that's fine too, whatever.
What kind of question is that? Who cares why they're there?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Robin?
Bringing the donations. Homosexual activists reportedly plan to disrupt this month's Oscar Awards ceremonies to protest Hollywood's portrayal of gays in movies.
Imagine that.
The leading gay magazine, The Advocate, says groups such as ACT UP and Queer Nation have been planning the disturbance for nearly a year.
That's the way to get things done.
So they're going to disrupt the Oscars somehow. At least they're planning to. And Joan London appears on 2020 tonight talking to Barbara Walters. She's upset and angry at the tabloids for making hay about her divorce.
Joan London? She's upset by that, huh?
This is not First Amendment rights that we're talking about. This is abuse of our system. This is abuse of the First Amendment.
There's no such thing as abusing the First Amendment.
Well, she says because there wasn't anything sensational to find when they raked over the particulars of her divorce, they started making things up.
Well, if they made things up, then she can sue. If they didn't make things up, didn't she accuse the tabloids of lying that her marriage was in trouble, but meanwhile then she ended up in divorce?
I don't remember that. I don't have any knowledge of that.
My theory is the public made her rich. Let the public have some fun. We want to find out about it. We're interested. And she should be happy people are interested in her. If people were not interested in her, she wouldn't be on TV.
She's afraid it will hurt her credibility as a newswoman in the morning.
And this is vicious, malicious, hurtful behavior that we become victims of simply because we've chosen a profession where we're in the public eye.
She's on Dial-A-Date next week.
Oh, that won't hurt at all.
What's this Amy Grant tape? Is she talking about being stalked?
No, she's just talking about her increased popularity as
forget that. I don't want
a singer, and I decided not to use it.
It was a smart move. All right.
That's what's happening.
Robin, I'll see you on Monday. It is 5 in front of 11 o'clock, 92.3 K-Rock, WYSP, WJFK, Los Angeles, and Baltimore. Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Martling, Thursday night, April 2nd. Zodiac in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Go try and stump the Joke Man. For jokes and to order his video, Who Farted I Smelt It, call the all-new digital 516-922-WINE for endless jokes that are free. Boy Gary, tomorrow afternoon at New Jersey Public Auto Auction in Newark, New Jersey. He'll be there. Pig Vomit tomorrow night at Michael's Tavern in Pleasantville. That's my band. Join Scott the Engineer tonight for the big rock and roll party at the Caves in Staten Island. And if you need a mobile DJ, call Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. You know, there was a song I was going to play for On the Way Out here, and I saw it on MTV last night. I don't remember what it was. So I'll just have to think about that all weekend, won't I?
You should write these things down.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance. Oops. That had to be a mistake. I hate the Allman Brothers. I always have.
They do some good stuff. That's not the greatest Allman.
I know everybody loves them, but I hate them. Ever since I saw them get booed off the stage at the Fillmore. This is Billy Joel. Hey, you want to know something? Billy Joel. He's got a better song than this. Not Honesty, but... Honesty is such a lovely word. You know, he's pretty good, Billy Joel.
He is good, yeah. I don't disagree with you there.
He's got a couple of crummy songs. Matter of Trust, that's a good one. All right, where's that? Is that on this album? No. I put Matter of Trust. You like that one, Robin?
Sure.
That's not too bad a song.
I like New York State of Mind better.
Yeah, but that tends to get played a lot.
Okay.
You know what's a good song? Roberta. Remember Roberta? Oh, Roberta, I think I love you.
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember that?
No.
Street Life Serenader. Well, I used to... What about Los Angelinos? You ever hear that?
No.
Los Angelinos. You see, there's a lot of Billy Joel songs you don't know, Robin.
You're darn right.
This is an album that I was very fond of when I was in college. Wait, did you ever hear this? Los Angelinos. They never play this on the radio. It wasn't a hit or anything. It's just... What? No, I know. Where is Los Angelinos?
On a plane, drinking all that.
I don't know what that is. Wait, let me unload that. Let's see what that is. Yeah, that's no good. Let me play this. Maybe you guys will like this. That's not it either. This is,
Street Life Serenader.
Yeah. You ever hear this, Street Life Serenader?
Yeah.
This is a good song.
Yeah, we can go out on this.
No, we can't.
No?
I'm just going to give you a variety of tunes. Do a little Billy Joel tribute.
What's he ever done for us? Why are we doing a tribute to him?
He's never done anything for us.
Street Life Serenader.
I always like this.
This is a great song.
Sang on stage.
And this is a good one, too. Los Angelinos.